During this tutorial, we're going to continue on our game of one-player Pong that we created in part 3 of this series. So, what we're going to do during this lesson is add a lives system and a scoring system. So, what I'm going to do first is add a lives object. Okay, we'll put the lives over here. And then I'll insert a score object. Okay, there we go. Now, we are going to make our, whenever this ball flies off, well, let's look at where we left off first. So I'm going to just run this application. As you can see where we left off, we just had this ball, and we have it set so that when it goes off screen, it just continues back onto the screen in this location. So what we're going to do here is make it so that a live is lost when it goes off the screen. And then we're also going to add a scoring system. So what we're going to do is go into the event editor, and now we can see all our events from before, and we see this event that we had, that ball leaves play area on the left. This is already a condition. This is a condition that we need to make our lives work, so we have to subtract a live when this happens also. So under the player 1, we're going to choose number of lives, subtract from number of lives, and we're going to subtract 1. So now we're subtracting 1 from the number of lives when the ball leaves the play area on the left. So now we can see that if we run our application, that if we accidentally miss, like that, now we lost a life. But after we lose 3 times, we can see that we just have no more lives and nothing is happening to tell us that the game is over. So what I'm going to do is go to the storyboard editor, add a new frame. We'll call this Game Over. I'll go back and name this one to Pong. Okay, so then we'll go to this frame. This is going to be our Game Over frame. So I'm just going to insert a button just make this button say try again. Okay, so let's go back to our Pong frame. So now what we need to do is go into the event editor and choose that new condition. Now if the number of lives reaches 0, so we'll choose this condition, number of lives reaches 0, then we want to go to the next frame, which is the Game Over frame. So now we can see if we run our application that if we happen to miss, we're going to lose 1 life, 2 lives, 3 lives, and now we're on the try again frame. So I'm going to click the try again button, and now nothing's happening because we never added an event for what to do when the try again button is clicked. So let's go to the event editor of the Game Over frame, and then we'll say when this button is clicked, then we want it to go to the previous frame, which is the pong frame. So, let's see now that, oh, I lost. Now I'm at try again. So I click try again, and now we see that we can try again. But we still do not have, see, when we tried again, now we don't have lives displayed anymore. So we're going to have to reset the lives to 3. So at the start of the pong frame, or at the end of the game over frame, we have to reset the lives to 3. I'm going to go to the pong frame, and then I'm going to add a new condition, start of frame. This condition is going to be number of lives, set number of lives. We're going to set the number back to 3. So now let's try our application again. And now we can see that we lose. Oh, try again. Now we're going to try again. And as we can see, we're back to 3 lives now. We still haven't made a score yet. I'm going to show 2 different ways, 2 different scoring methods for this game. What we can do is just, I'm going to go to the frame editor. Every time this ball hits the wall over here, we could add a certain number to the score, or just every certain amount of time we could add to the score. So first we're going to do it. First I'm going to show one way, and then we'll go to the other way. So new condition, this is going to be every, how about 20th of a second, every 5/100ths of a second, which is 1/20th of a second, we're going to add to the score. So I've opened the every box, and I've changed this to 5, and I move this back down to 0 seconds. And OK. Every 5/100ths of a second, we're going to find under player 1, we're going to right click and choose number of lives. We're going to add, score, sorry. We're going to add to the score. How about 1 to the score? So now if we run our application, we can see that our score is going up very fast. Do it is go to the game over frame and just insert a score object from the games section, and now they can see their score when they get the game over. So let's run our application. The scores are automatically global, so that's why this is working. So I'm gonna lose here. Uh-oh, I lost, and now I can see my final score was 501, and then I can try again. That's gonna be all for part 4.